Beware. God is trying to save you from a man. The name will shock you. Don't scroll, listen to this, because your heart needs this right now, and if this message is on your screen at this exact moment, it's not an accident, it's divine interception straight from the universe, straight from God, straight into the part of your soul that's been whispering, something is off, even when you tried to ignore it. Your heart needs this right now, stay with me. There is a man in your energy, someone whose presence feels familiar, someone who may have shown charm, sweetness, or interest, but God has been placing a spiritual warning around him, a heaviness in your chest when you think about him, a subtle pain in your intuition, and you've been second-guessing it, wondering if it's fear, overthinking, or insecurity, but let me tell you clearly, it's divine discernment. Don't scroll, this message is for you. The universe has been flashing signs in front of you, angel numbers like 111, 444, 222, sudden emotional waves, dreams that felt too real, moments where you felt your spirit withdraw without knowing why, and it's because this man is connected to an unhealed energy, a draining vibration, a pattern your soul has outgrown but your heart hasn't recognized yet. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. God is not warning you about a specific name. He is warning you about a type, a familiar emotional trap disguised as affection, a man whose energy shifts depending on what he needs, not what he feels, a man who appears soft but carries shadows, a man who talks sweet but carries intentions that don't match his words. You've noticed it, the inconsistency, the way he's present one moment and gone the next, the way he compliments you but doesn't support you, the way he says the right things but your spirit feels the wrong things. Don't scroll, your heart needs this clarity. There is a reason you feel drained after certain conversations, a reason your mind replays moments with him trying to make them make sense, a reason your chest tightens whenever he asks for your attention but your soul feels quieter when he steps back. God has been whispering, this is not your person, but your heart has been hoping he was wrong, because you wanted to believe the connection could get better, stronger, real. But listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. You are someone whose love runs deep, whose empathy is powerful, whose inner light attracts people who are still battling darkness, and this man, this energy, is drawn to you because you feel safe, you feel healing, you feel like home. But wanting your light is not the same as cherishing your soul. Wanting your presence is not the same as choosing your heart. Wanting your comfort is not the same as offering you commitment. Don't scroll. This message is speaking to the exact part of you that already knew. You've ignored the tension in your chest. You've forgiven red flags because you didn't want to see them. You've convinced yourself that maybe things would change, maybe he would evolve, maybe he would finally show up emotionally, but your spirit has been telling you the truth the whole time, he is not aligned with your destiny. Not because he's a bad person, but because he's not healed, not ready, not spiritually awakened enough to love someone like you. Your heart needs this right now, listen. God is saving you from emotional exhaustion, from a repetitive cycle, from heartbreak that would delay your purpose. He's pulling you away not to punish you, but to protect you. He's shaking the connection not to hurt you, but to wake you up. Don't scroll, there is more. That name that will shock you isn't his name. It's the name of the version of yourself that God is trying to bring forth. A version of you who no longer tolerates half-love, broken promises, inconsistent affection, or connections that require you to dim your light. The shock is realizing God isn't protecting you from a man, He's protecting you for a soulmate. Someone who will match your energy. Someone who will meet you with honesty. Someone who will love you without confusion. Someone who will not drain you spiritually, but deepen you. Someone who won't run from your intensity, but rise to it. Someone whose soul will feel familiar the moment they enter your life. Your heart needs this right now. Stay with me. God is removing who is unstable so He can bring you someone steady. He is removing who brings confusion so He can bring you someone who brings clarity. He is removing who triggers your anxiety so He can bring you someone who activates your peace. And everything you felt, the hesitation, the discomfort, the doubt, has been divine guidance steering you away from the wrong path. Don't scroll, because the moment you release the man God is warning you about, the universe will open the door to the man your soul has been waiting for. Don't scroll, listen to this, because your heart needs this right now, and if these words are reaching you, it's because the universe is stepping between you and a deeper heartbreak you were never meant to experience. Your spirit has been unsettled, your intuition has been louder, your dreams have been shifting, and the reason is simple: God is trying to save you from a man who does not see your worth, does not honor your soul, and does not understand the weight of the love you carry. And even though part of you has been hoping he would rise, hoping he would grow, hoping he would finally match your effort, the truth is your heart has been carrying a connection that your spirit has already outgrown. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this reminder. You've been feeling his distance, the emotional inconsistency, the way he shows up only when he needs something, the way he disappears the moment you need reassurance. You've noticed the patterns, the mixed signals, the sudden shifts in tone, the half-present conversations, the promises that never solidify. And every time you try to speak your truth, he responds with confusion, deflection, or silence that leaves you questioning your own value. But listen, your heart needs this right now. This man is not meant to walk with you into the next season of your life. God has seen the silent tears you never admitted. God has seen the moments you tried to hide your disappointment. God has seen the times you lowered your expectations just to avoid losing someone who couldn't handle your fullness. And God is saying, no more. Don't scroll, this message is your spiritual confirmation. You've been carrying a connection where you give from your depth while he gives from his convenience. He wants your emotional labor but not your emotional truth. He wants the comfort of your presence but not the responsibility of loving you correctly. He wants the benefits of your energy but not the commitment your heart deserves. And God is stepping in because if you continued down this path, you would lose more than your time, you would lose pieces of yourself. Listen to this. Your heart needs to hear it. There is a reason you feel exhausted after talking to him. There is a reason your spirit feels lighter when he's not around. There is a reason God has been pulling your attention toward healing, toward growth, toward solitude, toward clarity. It's because you've been spiritually elevated to a level he cannot reach, and instead of rising with you, he clings to you hoping your strength will carry him. But love built on imbalance becomes bondage. Don't scroll. Stay with me. You've been seeing angel numbers, 111, reminding you of new beginnings, 444, reminding you that you are divinely protected, 555, reminding you that change is here, 777, reminding you that the spiritual path you're on is guided. And every one of those numbers has been whispering the same thing: you deserve more, and you know it. But your heart has been afraid of letting go, afraid of being alone, afraid of starting over. Yet deep inside, your intuition has been preparing you for this exact moment. And that uneasiness you feel when you think about him? That is not fear. That is your soul begging for release. Don't scroll. This message is pouring into the part of you that has been tired, confused, and questioning. You keep hoping he'll change, but he won't. Not because he can't, but because he doesn't see the value in changing. He believes you'll always be there. He believes your forgiveness is endless. He believes your love is unconditional even when he gives you the bare minimum. But your heart is worth more than bare minimum. Your soul is too powerful to settle for half-effort love. Your destiny is too big to align with someone who's comfortable being small. Listen, your heart needs this truth. God is not removing this man from your life to punish you, he's removing him so you can rise. He's removing him so you can breathe. He's removing him so you can finally walk toward the soulmate who is meant for you, someone who will meet you emotionally, spiritually, mentally. Someone who won't take from your light but add to it. Someone who will see you as a blessing, not a backup plan. Someone who will speak clarity, not confusion. Someone who will recognize your value without needing to lose you to see it. Don't scroll, because here's the part your spirit has been waiting for. The love meant for you is not chaotic, confusing, or painful. It will not drain you. It will not make you guess. It will not make you question your worth. It will feel like peace, like home, like alignment. And the moment you release the one God is trying to remove, the universe will begin guiding the right one toward you. You will look back and realize that God didn't let you lose someone, he saved you from someone. And soon, you'll understand why the separation was the greatest blessing you didn't want but desperately needed. Don't scroll, the next chapter of your life is aligning, and it will be filled with the love, clarity, and spiritual connection you were always meant to experience. Don't scroll, listen to this, because your heart needs this right now, and if you're reading these words, it means God is pulling you into a moment of truth your soul has been craving but your emotions have been avoiding. You've been battling a silent war inside yourself. Part of you wants to stay, part of you wants to let go, part of you hopes he'll change, and part of you already knows he won't. And that inner conflict, that constant push and pull, that emotional exhaustion. It's been draining you more than you want to admit. Don't scroll, this message is for you. You have been trying to understand why your heart feels heavy, why your spirit feels tired, why your mind feels cluttered, and the truth is that God has been shaking the ground beneath this connection because it was never meant to hold the weight of your destiny. This man carries confusion, inconsistency, and emotional instability. And your spirit has been trying to protect you from stepping into a future where you would become responsible for fixing someone who doesn't even see themselves as broken. Listen, your heart needs this right now. You've been pouring love into someone who doesn't know how to reciprocate. You've been offering clarity to someone who thrives in chaos. You've been loyal to someone who hasn't earned your loyalty. And every time you ignored a red flag, every time you pushed aside your intuition, every time you told yourself, maybe it will get better, your spirit grew quieter, not because you were wrong, but because you were hoping for something that this man was never spiritually capable of giving. Don't scroll, stay with me. This person has been emotionally feeding off your energy. Not intentionally, not maliciously, but out of emptiness, out of loneliness, out of a void they refuse to fill themselves. They come to you when they're lost. They come to you when they're low. They come to you when they need reassurance. But when you need love, support, understanding, or consistency, they fall silent, they disappear, or they give you half-hearted efforts that leave you questioning your value. But listen, your heart needs this truth. Someone who loves you will not make you feel invisible when they're done receiving from you. Don't scroll, because your spirit has been signaling to you every time you felt that sudden discomfort in your chest, every time you felt your mood shift around him, every time you sensed the emotional imbalance in the connection. That wasn't insecurity, that was divine protection. You were not created to carry his emotional weight. You were not created to be his healer while you go unhealed. You were not created to feel guilty for wanting more. You were not created to shrink your worth so someone else can feel comfortable staying the same. And God is stepping in now, louder than ever, telling you that this connection is not aligned with the life He is preparing for you. Don't scroll, this is where the revelation gets deeper. The reason this relationship feels like a cycle, the same arguments, the same disappointments, the same emotional distance, is because cycles aren't from God, cycles are lessons. And you've reached the point where the universe is asking you, are you ready for the blessing that comes after the lesson? You've been stuck in a spiritual loop with a man who keeps taking pieces of your peace without giving any peace back. You've been losing yourself trying to hold on to someone who doesn't hold themselves accountable. And that's why God has been blocking certain moments, removing certain opportunities, creating distance, causing emotional separation, not to hurt you, but to save you. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. The love God has for you is too big to let you settle for fragments of affection, too powerful to let you invest in someone who hasn't invested in themselves, too intentional to let you bond with someone whose heart isn't prepared to handle yours. You are meant for a soulmate. Someone who mirrors your energy, someone who sees your value, someone who respects your boundaries, someone who shows up, someone who chooses you with clarity, courage, and consistency. Someone who brings peace instead of confusion. Someone who recognizes your worth without needing to lose you to see it. And the universe can't bring that person into your life until you release the person who drains your spirit. Don't scroll, listen deeply now. You may feel afraid of letting go, afraid of what comes next, afraid of starting over. But God is not asking you to let go and fall, He is asking you to let go and rise. Because what's coming next is bigger than the heartbreak you're healing from. What's coming next is the alignment you've prayed for. What's coming next is the love your heart was built to hold. And every moment of pain you felt with this man is a sign of what God is freeing you from, not what He's taking away. Don't scroll. The next chapter of your life is waiting for you to say, I'm ready. Don't scroll, listen to this, because your heart needs this right now, and if you're seeing these words, it means God is pulling you into another layer of truth, the truth you've been avoiding, the truth hidden beneath your hope, the truth your intuition has been whispering every time you tried to convince yourself He would change. You've been holding on to someone whose energy has quietly drained your spirit, someone who brings excitement one moment and emptiness the next, someone who pulls you close only to push you away when your heart begins to trust again, and that emotional whiplash is not love, it's a spiritual warning wrapped in inconsistency. Don't scroll, this message is for you. Every time you tried to get closer to him, you felt that invisible barrier, that emotional wall, that coldness that made you question whether he truly wanted you or simply wanted the attention, the comfort, the convenience of you. And God has been showing you the cracks, the uneasiness in your chest, the heaviness in your energy, the way your peace disappears after conversations with him. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You've mistaken potential for promise, attraction for alignment, desire for destiny, but God is reminding you that the wrong man will always feel almost right until the truth finally breaks through your hope. The reason this connection felt so confusing, the reason you felt spiritually drained instead of spiritually lifted, the reason your confidence wavered in ways it never had before, is because you were attaching yourself to someone who connected with your loneliness, not your soul. Don't scroll, your spirit is waking up. This man didn't break you, but he bruised parts of your heart you didn't even know were vulnerable, the parts that crave consistency, the parts that crave emotional safety, the parts that crave love without games, without doubts, without emotional guessing. And every time he offered breadcrumbs of affection, you convinced yourself it was a feast. Every time he gave you a little bit of attention, you took it as a sign of progress. Every time he came back after disappearing, you told yourself, maybe this time he's serious. But listen, your heart needs this truth right now. You cannot heal someone through your love if they don't want to heal through their own reflection. Don't scroll, stay with me. You've been trying to build a future with someone who hasn't even built himself. You've been trying to create emotional safety with someone who is emotionally unsafe within himself. You've been trying to hold a connection together with your strength while he gave only fragments of his effort. And God is saying, my child, I did not give you a heart like yours so it could be wasted on someone unprepared for your light. This message is not here to shame him, it's here to awaken you. Your heart needs this. He does not hate you. He is not your enemy. But he is also not your destiny. He is the lesson before the blessing, the test before the testimony, the experience before the elevation. And every tear you shed, every moment you felt unseen, every time you questioned your worth, all of it was preparing you for the love God is bringing next. Don't scroll, because the shift is happening. You've been seeing angel numbers like 1010 for new beginnings, 999 for endings, 555 for transformation, and these signs have been guiding you toward a separation that will make room for the love you were meant for. Your spirit has already outgrown this man, even if your emotions haven't caught up yet. You're shedding old patterns, old attachments, old wounds, and the more you detach from the version of you that tolerated inconsistency, the more God can bring in the partner who matches your heart. Listen, your heart needs this encouragement. The soulmate meant for you will not run from your depth. He won't fear your love. He won't punish you for caring. He won't disappear when you need him. He won't make you question the connection. He won't make you shrink your feelings to protect his ego. He will show up fully, consistently, intentionally. He will meet you emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. He will give you the kind of clarity that makes every confusing connection from your past suddenly make sense, because you'll see how wrong they truly were for you. Don't scroll, here's the truth your soul has been waiting to hear. God is not asking you to move on because he wants to take something from you. He's asking you to move on because he wants to make room for the man who will love you exactly the way you've always prayed to be loved. A man who brings peace, not pain. A man who brings certainty, not confusion. A man who mirrors your growth instead of depending on it. A man who understands that your heart is a treasure, not a tool. A man who sees your value without needing you to prove it. A man who recognizes your soul because his soul is aligned with yours. Don't scroll. Because the moment you release the one God has been warning you about, the universe will shift, your energy will rise, your heart will heal, and the love you thought you lost will be replaced by the love you were destined for all along. And when that moment comes, you will finally understand why God said, not him. Don't scroll, listen to this, because your heart needs this right now, and if these words are reaching you, it's because God is walking you into a revelation that will finally free your spirit from a connection that was never meant to hold the weight of your destiny. You've been holding on to someone whose presence felt familiar but whose soul never aligned with yours, someone who talked like they cared but didn't love like they cared, someone who made you feel needed but never made you feel chosen, and that emotional contradiction has been slowly draining you in ways you haven't fully admitted. Don't scroll, this message is for you. You've been feeling this strange mix of attachment and discomfort, like your heart wants to stay but your spirit wants to run, and that's because your intuition has been warning you that this connection was built on emotional dependency, not divine alignment. He wanted your attention, not your heart. He wanted your effort, not your partnership. He wanted your healing energy, not your soul. And every time you tried to pull away, he sensed it. And that's exactly when he would come back with just enough affection to keep you tied to an almost love that never became real. Listen, your heart needs this right now. The reason you couldn't fully let go is because this wasn't just emotional, it was spiritual. You connected with his brokenness, his wounds, his potential, and part of you believed you were meant to heal him, save him, guide him. But God is revealing that you were never meant to be someone's emotional rescue mission. You were meant to be someone's divine counterpart, someone's partner, someone's chosen blessing, someone's answered prayer. Don't scroll, your soul is waking up. Every unanswered message, every mixed signal, every moment he pulled away, every moment he made you second-guess your worth, none of it was accidental. These were spiritual red flags, warnings wrapped inside disappointment, signs designed to wake you up so you wouldn't waste the love God gave you on someone who could not carry it. You tried to ignore the signs because you saw the good in him, but seeing the good in someone does not make them good for you. Listen, your heart needs this truth. You are too spiritually awake, too emotionally deep, too intuitive, too powerful for a connection that keeps shrinking your light just to survive. And deep inside, you've known this, you've felt the drain, the confusion, the emotional heaviness. You felt the ache of giving more than you received. You felt the loneliness that comes from caring about someone who is not capable of caring back in the same way. Don't scroll, stay with me. The universe has been placing angel numbers in your path, 1212, reminding you of alignment, 999, reminding you something must end, 222, reminding you balance is coming, 000, reminding you that God is resetting something in your life. These signs weren't random, they were preparing you for the release that will bring the renewal. And whether you're ready to admit it or not, the moment you distance yourself from him, your spirit feels lighter, your intuition feels louder, and your future feels clearer. That's not fear, that's freedom. Listen, your heart needs this now more than ever. God is not taking someone away from you, He is taking you away from someone who would have held you back from your purpose. He is breaking emotional ties that would have dimmed your potential. He is protecting your calling, your peace, your destiny. And even though part of you still wonders, what if, God is whispering, I know what you don't. Trust me. Don't scroll, because here comes the truth that will shift your whole perspective. The love God has for you is too powerful to be wasted on someone who didn't know how to love you back. Your soulmate is not someone who makes you feel anxious, confused, or unworthy. Your soulmate is not someone who treats you like an option. Your soulmate is not someone who drains your spirit. Your soulmate will feel like alignment, like serenity, like purpose, like clarity, like home. And God is not just protecting you from the wrong man, He is preparing you for the right one. The one who will speak your soul's language. The one who will meet your effort. The one who will choose you without hesitation. The one who will love you with a purity that makes every past disappointment feel like divine redirection. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this promise. The season you're entering is a season of spiritual upgrade. You are stepping into a chapter where love will not feel like survival, it will feel like peace. Where connection will not feel like confusion, it will feel like clarity. Where partnership will not feel like pressure, it will feel like purpose. And the man who comes next will not be threatened by your light, he will be inspired by it. He will not take from your energy, he will honor it. He will not hide from your love, he will return it fully. Don't scroll, because the moment you fully release the man God has been warning you about, the universe will open the door for the love you were destined for all along, and your soul will finally breathe. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now, and if these words found you, it's because God is pulling you deeper into the truth your spirit has been nudging you toward, the truth that explains why your soul has felt uneasy, why your energy has felt unsettled, why every time you try to hold on to this connection, the universe pulls it further and further from your grasp. Your heart has been loyal to someone who was never spiritually equipped to love you the way you love, someone who took pieces of your kindness but never offered the stability your soul deserves, someone who enjoyed the comfort of your presence but never carried the intention to build something real with you. Don't scroll, this message is directly for you. You've been stuck in an emotional tug-of-war, where one part of you feels drawn to him while another part of you feels the spiritual pull to walk away, and that tension is not accidental. That is the voice of God, the whisper of your intuition, the alarm of your spirit saying, you deserve more than this half-love, this half-effort, this half-commitment. Listen, your heart needs this right now. You've been replaying memories, trying to make sense of the confusion, trying to figure out what changed, what went wrong, why you felt so deeply for someone who couldn't feel you at the same depth. But the truth is, nothing went wrong. Something finally went right. You finally outgrew what was beneath you. You finally elevated spiritually beyond his emotional capacity. You finally reached a level of self-awareness where your soul refuses to be fed scraps when it was designed for fullness. Don't scroll, stay with me. You've noticed how the universe keeps creating distance, conversations that fall flat, plans that never happen, energy that doesn't match, inconsistencies that leave you feeling unseen. You've noticed how your own spirit feels heavy after interacting with him, as if your intuition is trying to pull you away from something your heart is still tempted to hold on to. That heaviness is not anxiety, it is alignment trying to take place. God is rearranging your life, and that rearrangement is uncomfortable only because you're trying to carry someone who was never meant to follow you into your next chapter. Listen, your heart needs this truth. Every time you tried to express your feelings, he minimized them. Every time you needed reassurance, he disappeared. Every time you wanted clarity, he gave you excuses. Every time you gave love, he gave confusion. And that is because he was emotionally unprepared for someone with your depth. He wasn't intimidated by your beauty, he was intimidated by your spirit. He didn't avoid you because you weren't enough, he avoided you because he wasn't enough for the level of love you came with. Don't scroll, your spirit needs this revelation. He liked the idea of you, but he wasn't ready for the responsibility of you. And God saw the heartbreak you were about to walk into, so he began pulling you out of the connection before it broke you. He started exposing the truth, revealing the inconsistencies, highlighting the emotional red flags, not to hurt you, but to protect you. Because if you stayed, you would have lost yourself piece by piece trying to love someone who could barely love themselves. Listen, your heart needs this comfort. You are not losing a soulmate, you are releasing a distraction. You are not losing a future, you are escaping a delay. You are not losing love, you are making room for the love God has been preparing for you. And that love is not distant, not confusing, not inconsistent. That love is emotionally mature, spiritually aligned, and divinely chosen. Don't scroll, because here's where the shift happens. Someone aligned with your heart is coming. Someone who will understand your emotional depth, your spiritual intuition, your need for sincerity, your desire for real partnership. Someone who won't ghost you, won't breadcrumb you, won't play with your heart. Someone who will call you, choose you, show up for you, and protect your peace. Someone who will match your energy instead of draining it. Someone who will support your purpose instead of distracting you from it. Someone who will love your soul, not just your presence. Don't scroll. You need to hear this. God is not saying no to love, he is saying wait for the right one. He is saying, I am preparing someone who sees you as a blessing, not a backup plan. He is saying, I am removing the one who would have broken your future so I can bring the one who will build it with you. And when that person arrives, everything will make sense, every delay, every disappointment, every unanswered message, every tear, every moment of confusion. You will see that God wasn't denying you love, he was protecting you from the wrong version of it. Listen, your heart needs this final truth. The man who walked away was never meant to stay, because the man meant for you could never walk away. Don't scroll, the blessing is closer than you think. Don't scroll, listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. And if this message is on your screen, it's because God is preparing you for a shift so deep, so divine, so unexpected that your entire understanding of love, destiny, and protection is about to change. You are stepping into a season where clarity will hit your spirit like a wave, and the things that once confused you, drained you, or hurt you will suddenly make sense, because this was never about losing someone. It was always about finding yourself. Don't scroll, this is for you. You've spent months, maybe years, trying to make sense of a connection that felt powerful but painful, magnetic but draining, spiritually intense but emotionally unstable. You thought this person was meant to be your forever because the bond felt different, and it was different, but not in the way you believed. That connection was a spiritual awakening, not a lifetime contract. And the reason your heart feels like it's been pulled through heaven and hell is because God was using this connection to build the version of you who is finally ready for the love He has aligned for your future. Listen, your heart needs this reminder right now. The person who walked away, the person who didn't show up, the person who couldn't love you right, they were the catalyst, not the destination. They awakened your soul, cracked open your intuition, triggered your spiritual growth, but they were never meant to hold your heart forever. They were the flame that lit your transformation, not the home your soul was meant to rest in. Don't scroll, stay with me. You've been feeling signs everywhere, angel numbers like 777, reminding you of divine completion, 111, reminding you new beginnings are near, 222, aligning you with balance, 144, signaling protection. 828, confirming karmic cycles ending. These signs are not coincidences, they are messages from the universe that the chapter you fought so hard for is closing, not because you failed, but because you passed the test. You didn't lose anything, you graduated. Listen, your heart needs this truth. The love God is preparing for you will not confuse you, drain you, or leave you questioning your worth. The love God is preparing will match your energy, honor your soul, and complement your purpose. And the reason He had to remove the wrong ones is because your heart is too sacred to be handled by someone careless. Your destiny is too powerful to be shared with someone who isn't aligned. Your future is too bright to be dimmed by someone still living in their shadows. Don't scroll, this gets deeper. Somebody new is being aligned with your spirit, someone emotionally mature, spiritually awakened, intentionally present. Someone who won't fear your strength but admire it. Someone who won't run from your depth but match it. Someone who won't love you halfway, but wholeheartedly, consistently, and without hesitation. This person is already being prepared, healed from their past, aligned with their purpose, awakened to their own divine timing, because they are meant to walk with you, not wound you. Listen, your heart needs this comfort. You are not hard to love. You were simply loving people who didn't know how to receive it. You are not too much. You were giving your everything to people who only had half to offer. You are not unworthy. You were trying to pour into hearts that were spiritually empty. But God is saying, my child, your love is a blessing, just not everyone is prepared for the responsibility that comes with it. Don't scroll, this is where the breakthrough arrives. The pain you felt was not punishment, it was preparation. The loneliness you endured was not abandonment, it was alignment. The disappointment you experienced was not rejection, it was redirection. And every tear you cried watered the soil where your future love will grow. God wasn't teaching you how to hurt, He was teaching you how to recognize what is holy. Listen, your heart needs this revelation. The moment you finally let go of the person who wounded your spirit, the universe began rearranging things for the person who will heal it. And that healing won't be loud, dramatic, or chaotic. It will be gentle, slow, steady, and safe. It will feel like honesty. It will feel like peace. It will feel like alignment. It will feel like home. Don't scroll, because your next chapter is not about chasing, proving, or begging, it's about receiving what is already yours. The love that sees you. The love that values you. The love that chooses you. And when this person arrives, you will understand why God kept saying, "Not him, not yet, wait, trust me." Because what's coming is better than what you prayed for. Bigger than what you imagined. Purer than what you've experienced. Stronger than what you thought possible. And when you step into it, you will finally understand that everything you went through wasn't breaking you, it was building you for the love that was written in your destiny all along. Don't scroll, the blessing you've been waiting for is closer than you think.